What's good? What's good? Alright, man. In this episode, man, I want to talk about what is the Music Hustle Corner, YouTube channel, and I want to mention about paradigms, business paradigms as far as what we're doing. My boy Thrill was telling me that might be a good little topic to talk about. But yeah, man. So what is the Music Hustle Corner? And basically, my vision of this is obviously it's music business education to obviously help producers and musicians and everyone to be hip to the game as far as the monies, but not necessarily capital gains. More so the cash flow. Not necessarily selling a beat for $100 and that's it. But which capital gain. More so of leasing a beat and collectively, constantly collecting, publishing and or sync licensing and just multiple cash flow revenues, deposits that steadily come in versus one large sum, transaction and then that's it. You know, I feel like with capital gains, just a large sum of money, I feel like that's cool. But then it's like, all right, what are we doing next week? Like, I feel like that's a path and that's a route more so to where it could turn into like living check to check type, type of thing, versus cash flow. It's like what's happening next year? Like we already know what's happening. We got our money coming in. We ain't got to worry about how we're gonna pay our bills. Excuse me, how we're gonna pay our bills. But with cash flow, it's like boom, you get that money. It's like bet, then you spend it, and it's like all right, what do we do now? We'll go get some more, capital gains. But it's like, to me, that's just adding more pressure and making it harder for you. Like I feel like this is better. Now it takes longer, but it's longevity. It lasts. Capital gains don't last. Unless you invest it in to create cash flow. So basically, that's the education that's gonna be given here. I'm not gonna talk about how to how to sell CDs or just things like that. Like I said, like a one-time transaction. Like that's cool. You can do that, but like I said, man, Music Hustle Corner, more so about the intellectual property, the assets, royalties, master recording royalties, publishing royalties. And I'd be lying to you if I told y'all like I know exactly, what Music Hustle Corner is going to become and what, like I have it all, figured out. Because I don't. But I do know the base of it. And it's that. We're gonna be focused on assets, longevity, and cash flow. And it's gonna become what it needs to become. And from what I'm seeing, from you guys, the guys that are reaching out to me and subscribing and asking questions and whatnot, seems like this is turning slowly for my producer friends, my producer homies, the people that are making beats, those. It doesn't seem like the rappers are necessarily reaching out. And then again, I think about it because I rap too. I don't really, not as much as I used to, and it's not my focus. But I've learned it. I've learned the ins and outs of it and all that. And I have a little bit of experience with making beats. But what I'm talking about is a rapper's mind frame. There's a lot of ego there. There's a lot of not always, but producers and rappers are built different. And I'm not saying there's nothing bad or good, but I would say that producers are probably more business oriented than the rapper, because obviously the rapper needs to be business oriented, but at the end of the day, the rapper is the star. It is the face. It is the entertainer, right? So it's like it's kind of hard to be the entertainer and also be the business organizer and everything. There are some people, but it's not really. Now the producer, I mean, yeah, you're making beats and you love beats, but at the end of the day, you're not the face of it. You're not, you're not on stage. You're not, you know what I'm saying, rapping. You're not, making the beat on stage, right? This is all, private, and yeah, you get your credits and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you're the businessman. So it seems as if Music Hustle Corner is starting to slowly go into that, route, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to, like I said, man, I'm just trying to help, man. I'm trying to help while I'm trying to create value for you so that I can create some value for myself. Because I know how to monetize these videos as well, Like, this is why we're doing it, to help and to make money. To help you make money and to help me make money, I mean, that's what it's about. And so yeah, man, that's what Music Hustle Corner, it's pretty much what it is, man. Actually, I was watching a podcast. It popped up on my feed on YouTube, the recommended videos, and I believe it was called like the Producers Podcast, something like that. Y'all probably heard of it. I seen Ryan Leslie was just on there, so if you know what podcast I'm talking about, and you know what I'm talking about. But I seen another video as well with another, like a producer. He was younger and he was popping, and he obviously was, he had it going on. And during the podcast, I'm watching him, and he's explaining like there's different ways to make money, not just through selling a beat or whatever. Like I said, a capital gain, the one-time transaction. And he was trying to explain the ways. The thing is, he didn't really know. But you could also tell that he was still young, and he did have that big ego presence to him. And it seemed as if like he knew about it, but it seemed like he wasn't taking the time to figure it out. So he was just living off of capital gains. But when you're popping, I mean, hey man, you can live off that, but you're not always gonna be popping, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. That's why this stuff right here, the assets, the setting all that stuff up, getting squared away, is good, man. Because like I said, streams don't go away. Like, they may like stop buying your beats because it's not hot no more. But at the end of the day, all the work that you did with all these rappers and all this music that's already released, those are still going to be streamed forever. Music's forever, man. Will it make as many streams as it did when it was like super popping? Absolutely not. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, longevity. Like, we still need to pay our bills. We might not be able to pay our car note, pay our this, ball out, get a chain, but at the end of the day, and then again, maybe you might, depending on what level you are, but we still want to pay our bills, and once, if you don't ever set your your assets and cash flow and paperwork, meaning your publishing, everything, all your paperwork, if you don't set that up, when that capital gain stops, it stops. It's a one-time transaction. That's not guaranteed to come. This is guaranteed to come. So, anyways, back to old boy. He was he kind of knew of it, but he just didn't understand. He didn't understand like details as far as how to do it. So I that kind of made me like, all right, man. I need to keep doing this because I mean, I'm sure there's other people out here doing what I'm doing, and that's cool. But hey, the more the merrier, the more people, the better the information goes out there. And so yeah, man, I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, Music Hustle Corner, man. We're focusing on cash flow, assets, longevity, getting your paperwork right. Now, man, shout out my boy Thrill 301, from Maryland. It's a really good friend of mine, and business partner. An incredible rapper. But he was telling me I should probably mention about business paradigm, because that's what I was breaking down to him one day that he came over, as far as like what's really going on. Because for him it's like play a beat and I rap, and it's like, and he's a beast at it. And I'm trying to tell him like, yeah, that's cool, but that's great, but we also need other things as well, because that's cool, man. Like I said, if you bake cakes and you make great cakes, that's great. That doesn't mean they're gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? You need some things in order, to start making your sales and stuff like that. Excuse me, man. I feel like something. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyways, Thrill, he told me to mention about the paradigm because I guess it kind of hit him in a way, or it made him feel like okay, he opened up his mind. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, basically, like my brand is OSF, Old School Flow, right? And I'm sure you have a brand, and if you don't, you should. If you just make beats and that your producer name, that's the brand, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But I believe, and as a rapper as well, but I believe you can monetize a brand like outside of the person that can become bigger than the person can. It's like Jay-Z. Jay-Z's one of the baddest motherfuckers, but how come Jay-Z is not the focus? How come? Because he understands that it's the brand, it's the brand that can be, this billionaire ass thing, It's like Drake. Like Drake's popping as fuck, right? But he don't have Jay-Z money. I'm not saying he don't have money, but he don't. And then maybe he will develop into, a business oriented and just really promoting the brand rather than just Drake. But then again, like I said, Drake is still popping. Although he's not as popping as he was 5 years ago or whatever. I mean, he's still hot. Regardless, my point is to build this paradigm, and in the middle be the brand. And you are a part of the paradigm, like OSF is my thing, right? And I wish I had my dry erase board. I'm gonna have to give me a new one. I'm gonna start. Matter of fact, I am gonna do that. I'm gonna lace another one right here. And next time I'll give y'all a better visual. But basically, you got OSF in the middle, and then it's like an octopus. You got the legs going out this way, this way, this way. So you got OSF right here, and then over here you got distribution / management. So now you have a catalog of music, and obviously, like I said, I do splits with my artists. But regardless, now we have 400 songs that we can monetize in whichever way we want to do. Just like putting, like I said, like I talk about in one of my in the content ID videos. Make a intro to your videos and put your music on there. So every time that is played on YouTube, you get sync licensing royalties. So you got your music right there that you can by agreement with the rappers you can use, because y'all are splitting the money anyway. So you put it there, you can use it for this, you're making videos, just whatever. It's not, and not to mention plus the streaming. You get the streaming from all the the titles and all the the Spotify's and all that. And you got all that. Then I have OSF clothing, right? So that comes over here, boom, that's OSF clothing. And then part of that is for future is we also want to start getting white tees and socks and stuff like that, because why not? It's already it just makes sense. We also got, so for instance, Music Hustle Corner, that's business education. And through this is going to be something else, like I said, I am monetizing it through the content ID. But there's also other things that I'm going to create later on that's going to, like I said, something to create value for you guys. I cut hair, I'm a barber. So I got OSF cuts. And it's going to be, at the end of the day, everything is collectively helping each other. We're not just one random thing, another random thing, no, we're tying in everything, because then it's going to collectively help. It's going to collectively help the next thing and bring awareness to everything else that you're doing, And then with my cuts, I got in the works barber supply, right? Because why not? It just, anyways, that's what a paradigm is, man. Or that's what I think we should probably try to. I think it would make more sense if we focus on the brand, the business paradigm, versus just the face of one person. It just makes more sense. Like I said, this face ain't always gonna be popping, man. But a brand, that you know you can create longevity, that's that to me that just makes more sense. And in my personal experience, it's working for me. It's working for me, So that's what I that's what we got going on. That's what I'm doing. It's deeper than that. I'm saying gonna give you too much, too much. But basically, like, that's what's going on. I think maybe some of y'all should probably try to apply it. And obviously we're all about Music Hustle Corner is all about longevity, right? And things take time. So this isn't anything that's just like boom. Like, we can turn on the mic, rap, freestyle, throw it on SoundCloud. That's quick. That's cool. But we can't do that over here. We're gonna actually have to build it. We're actually gonna have to put some some planning and preparation and really just follow through. It's gonna take some time, but it's worth it. Oh, Music Hustle Corner, we're all about longevity, man. I'm not trying to, I'm trying to make money so when I die, my kids can, be cool. I can pay their bills, That's like a true goal of mine. That's like a real, one of my main goals in life. And that sounds crazy, right? Not to me. It sound like that sound like that. No, that's what the fuck we need to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Basically, that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about in this video. If you can like and comment, man. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Double tap the bell. ShopOSF.com. Get you a shirt. Go check out OSF TV on YouTube for all my Cannabis 420 friendly people. Shout out Nick Flies 420 running that over there, man. Got a lot going on, man. And like I said, just stay consistent, keep a nice pace. We're chasing longevity. We're not chasing, we don't want no quick handouts. We don't want no, for what, you know what I'm saying? That's not bossed out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video out, man. It's your boy J Mo, OSF, Music Hustle Corner. Let's do it.